Coming up, it's the 49ers reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know is that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Marco Wilson, the one to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Cook. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. On first down, Shepard.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago.
3 catches, 90 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon.
To try here for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll find Metcalf.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
This is the tight end fan.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Personal foul.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Seahawks.
DK Metcalf.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off-play action. Shepard. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Fielded at the 20, and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Shepard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Shepard. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Boy stays up. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field.
And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Shepard over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he's going to have the Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go now.
Throwing on 1st down. Shepard. Stiff-armed him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And now they're in the hurry-up. Operating from the gun. Shepard flushed out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Coup for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This time they stay on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw. Shepard. Right back to Cook for another completion. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before break. Shepard, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. Able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action.
Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Owens. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On first down, Owens.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. It's Owens, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Looking to throw.
He's got his big tight end, Fan.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback that may
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Shepard. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown! A big play there. 65 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Devin Singletary with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
This is caught inside the 15. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one. Back now here in Santa Clara. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Back to throw. Shepard. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fleming, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Fleming, and he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Rush comes and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On third down, he'll drop to throw to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And quickly they get to the line. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out. And the Niners are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here. Off play action. Shepard. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Off the play fake. Shepard. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On 1st down, Owens. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Owens.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Go freak! Let's go! Let's go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep...
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today.
quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Oh, able to avoid him. And right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out, as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 18 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Off play action. Shepard. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. On the counter, here's Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Off the play fake. Shepard. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchises undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's third year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
17-0 our score after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Oh, look at the juke. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll look to throw again. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
2nd and 3. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Shepard. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Shepard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Owens. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now here's Trenton Gill now. And take it right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Come back team! Come back team! 70 Rangers!
To throw on second down, Shepard. He finds his man, complete. That's Owens. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 1st and 10, Shepard. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check contact.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Owens, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
18-11.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Looking to throw. Shepard. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, 53 yards. And the 49ers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Badgley able to punch this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a moment to catch our collective breath after. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. When someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Fielded just outside the goal line. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field, we find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
On first down, Owens. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run on first down. It's Owens. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 60 Looking to throw on second down. Shepard. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
2nd and 5. They'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Left wing 19. 79 Broncos. Ready.
To throw from his end zone. Shepard.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Hurry, 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 hurry. 10 to 11, 10 to 11. 7 to 60.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Off play action. Shepard. He's going to take another shot here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Paris Campbell. 34 yards.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this